Hello, my friends! Today we will be going over my top 5 favorite Hitman maps. I will be talking about why I like them and why they could maybe be improved. While I'm talking about them, in the background you will be seeing 5 of my Silent Assassin suit-only fiberwire runs. I will not be talking the entire run, so feel free to skip forward once I'm done telling you why I like the map. However, if you want to see some cool runs, stick around, you might like them. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy. Coming in at number 5 on our list is Whittleton Creek, the Another Life mission. And I think it's pretty obvious to long-term fans why I would pick this one, simply because of the mission in Hitman Blood Money, A New Life. I always loved the idea of being a sociopath running around a suburban neighborhood, just having your way with this little sandbox that they're gifting you with. And they really delivered on this. The environment's beautiful and it's only improved from Hitman 2 to Hitman 3. And there's just a lot of different approaches, a lot of different cool suit-only options, which is the way I play the game, so I appreciate that kind of stuff. And I think the one thing that they could have really improved on is like how Colorado took away the optional objectives after completing it. They could have done that with these clues, because as much as I love picking up 3 clues every single time I play this map, I don't.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still, we are close now, 47.
Back to the positives, each house is just so ready to be explored. And what I mean by that is that each house kind of has its own little Easter egg and own little theme to it. Just two off the top of my head is that I know that there's a pot farm growing in the 420 house, which is just funny and cool. And then in the Cupcake Lady's house, she has like a killer basement because she's actually like low-key a psychopath. So like all that stuff's just really easy to explore and get lost in. Even if you're not a hardcore player of this game and you just want to like have a good time, this is a great map for you, and I think it deserves the number 5 spot.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47. A letter from Janus. Someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47. And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed. Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. Batty claims it interrupts the nesting birds and a species of frog that has been declared endangered. Must be a very important trip given his poor health. A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside. Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant, as per tradition, he writes. 47.
Coming in at number 4, one of my personal favorites, Dubai. The reason I put this map at number 4 is because first off, it is gorgeous, and second off, it is so easy to navigate, but it's actually deceptively large. There's so much verticality to it and so many different approaches that you have like almost endless numbers of routes. Also, it's a very good first mission, and this entire trilogy has really good first missions, and this one is no exception. I think it's beautiful, and I think it explains the new mechanics such as the camera well. It's a strong, solid entry all around. Negatives. I guess the only thing that really kind of irks me on this map is the elevators that you can unlock later, because I really feel like the elevators are a huge part to this map, and having to unlock them through doing a story mission is kind of weird for first time players. It's not like a huge deal, but I just think it throws off the pacing a little bit. Also, I'm not a huge fan of Hitman 3's shortcut system. I think it just I mean, I like the innovation in the attempt, but ultimately I think that just kind of fell flat. So that's pretty much it for Dubai, guys. Love it. 4th place easily earned.
We got him, 47. Soon there will be no more problems. We need to find a exit. Our business is done here, but it's far from over.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Paris. The number 3 decision. For me. Sorry for that, guys. But number 3 map is Paris, and I think you gotta have Paris in here, man. It started the entire Hitman 2016 trilogy, and it started it off with a bang. Now, in Hitman, when I wasn't a huge fan of the systematic releases where they released one map at a time, simply because I just play this game too much, and I was sitting there like a little junkie waiting for my next Hitman map. But Paris definitely had enough stuff to explore to keep you entertained. It was really the first introduction to just how big and how much of a sandbox this game was going to be. I think it kind of revolutionized and set the tone for the entire series, and for that we have Paris to thank for a lot of the upcoming maps and how they were modeled. Next is a complaint kind of about the whole series, but really in specific Paris. It's the trespassing zones. There's no indication of what's trespassing and what's not. Literally, you can go to a door on your right and you'll be trespassing and shot, or you can go in the door on your left and you'll be fine. You'll be welcomed with, like, you know, complimentary appetizers. So I just think that there had to be a better way to separate the trespassing and public access zones. However, I'm not a game creator. I can't think of one off the top of my head, so I'm kind of essentially just complaining. But that's what this is. This is a top 5 list, so I'm going to give you a little bit of good and a little bit of bad. Also, I love the fireworks remote. There's so much cool stuff you can do with it, and so many cool opportunities it opens up for silent assassin runs, roulette runs, just all types of fun stuff can be done with that fireworks remote. And I just think it was a great addition for just this entire map. And believe it or not, I didn't even know it existed until way later in my Hitman career. So yeah, guys, I think that's about it for my critique of Paris. Let me think real quick if I'm forgetting anything. Let's talk a little bit about it. I like the that you can get your makeup done and like essentially become a runway model. That's just a cool story mission. And though I don't play in disguises very often, I thought that one stuck out amongst all of the other ones. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the run, guys.
It's all over. Perp got away.
Both targets are down. Great work. Now head towards an exit.
I bet you were wondering when this map would show up. Yes, the number 2 map is Sapienza. I'd say this is one of the more ambitious maps, simply just due to its size. It was made back in 2016 and it is massive. It has so much space, so much so that there's, I think, 2 or maybe even 3 side missions that were later added to this game that take place in this huge map. And they all feel unique, they all feel like they weren't regurgitated, they all feel great. I think that just goes to show you how much untapped potential exists within this map and how much room for exploration it has for people who just like that kind of stuff. I always have to remind myself that Hitman is not always for people who want to just sit and grind out speedruns and just have sweat dripping down every inch of their body as they try to get 1 second faster on their previous personal best. I have to remind myself that some people like to just go walk on the beach, or just go on random killing sprees, or just kind of be an idiot. And that's fine. That's the beautiful part about this game, is that this community is so vast that it can serve so many purposes and serve such a wide audience and still be just a beautiful, well-made game. The one and only negative I have is that this has that optional objective of destroy the virus. When I first played this game, I actually thought that destroying the virus was incredibly cool. And yes, I know that you can actually use the virus to lure Francesca down into the lab and kill her there, and that's kind of neat. However, I've got to say that after I've played this game for well over 5 years, I am just sick of destroying the virus, man. So that could just be that this map is particularly old. But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful map. Everyone has something to love. Easily second place goes to Sapienza.
Target down. Next up, Silvio Caruso.
Hang in there.
Come back to me, or I will find 47 ways to make you mine.
What in the name of Mary is wrong with you?
There were candles burning when we made word.
I see the light in candle now. Let's
2 targets down. Now destroy the virus. Ether's field lab. You made it. The virus prototype will be close by. Look for some type of quarantine unit. All objectives complete. Now head towards an exit.
Now this one might cause a little bit of controversy, but I think that the number one map that I have had the most fun, the most routes, the most just diversity and depth to it is Berlin. And maybe this is a no-brainer to some, but I don't think everybody gives Berlin credit where it's due. It is the only map that has 5 targets. There's 10 targets that are available for you to kill, which means you can literally make almost an infinite number of routes and have them all be relatively quick and relatively efficient. And I just think that that's a very cool dynamic. I think it's a one-of-a-kind map. I think that it's kind of what Hitman players have been calling for a very long time, where you take away the overly hand-holding mission stories and you just strip Hitman down to its basics and you let the player have creative freedom on how they want to take out 5 unique targets. I think the biggest shortcoming that this map has is not even really a shortcoming, but I think it's just that the average player doesn't know that this is a good map. I think that they have it's a little bit too free for a lot of people. It doesn't really like force fun onto you. You have to kind of create the fun. And for a content creator like myself, a person who enjoys speedruns and just creative content, I think this is a perfect map. You can do literally, if Hitman was just this map, I could still probably make 25 videos on it, and them not be stale, them not be boring. I think that there's just that much stuff to do within this map. In fact, there's stuff that I'm probably, okay, I'm 100% sure I don't know everything about this map. I haven't really done any of the specific character kills for any of them. I've mostly just blown them up with propane tanks, because if you guys watch my channel, you know that's my MO. So yeah, I think the biggest shortcoming is that people don't know that it's good. So if that's your worst shortcoming, is that people aren't aware of how good you are, I think that's not a very bad cons list. In order to talk about things that I like, the environment. I just love the environment. It feels like that vintage Hitman feel, just those like gritty, dirty, almost scummy environments, and it just feels good to take out some of these agents that have been working against you this whole time. If you follow the Hitman storyline at all, this mission's like kind of a feel-good mission. Like, your agency has always been kind of like a double-edged sword, where they provide you with the means to carry out these missions, but it's always at like a cost. So I feel like this is a good mission for longtime fans to come back and just start executing the people that they probably wanted to kill since probably Hitman 2. And it's just a good map. You can do sniper missions. They have that water tower out in the middle of nowhere that you can literally kill 5 targets from, which is just a really incredible feat. It's just so diverse, and I don't know, I can't say enough good stuff about it, but I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the run. Number 1 map, in my opinion, goes to Berlin. So in order, that goes Whittleton Creek, then it goes to Dubai, then it goes to Paris, then it goes to Sapienza, and the winner I'd have to put as Berlin. So I want you guys to leave your top 5 in the comment section, and I would love to debate. Maybe I missed something, maybe I didn't, maybe you agree with me. Just leave your top 5 in the comment section, guys. I think that'd be a great way to start this video off, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I was drunk. We advise you to leave the area. Jesus, I got it, okay? What's happening? Should I be worried? I see him! No! Please, now, for your own sake.
Enough! He got another. You're sitting ducks. Evacuate the area immediately.
Yeah, it's fine. Unlike that.
Confirmed.
Hey guys, I hope you had fun today. With all that stuff said, I hope to hear your favorite maps in the comments, and maybe we can discuss, debate. Maybe there's something I missed. Maybe I was spot on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I hope to see you in the next one. And as always, stay sneaky, stick to the shadows, and be good. Bye guys.